As you can see, I have the blue on the outside. I've made my middle white. You can choose any colors you want with this. And the little flower butterfly embellishment I just got from the Dollar General. So the supplies you're going to need to create this wreath are an 8-inch wreath frame. You're going to need some plastic canvas, just one sheet. You'll need either zip ties or pipe cleaners, and that's really personal preference. I prefer pipe cleaners. Some people swear by the zip ties, whichever you prefer. Your flower petals are going to be 10-inch deco mesh, and the middle of this wreath I did with 6-inch deco mesh. And then you'll just need something to cut your mesh with, of course. I prefer a rotary cutter. Scissors work just fine. So the first thing you're going to do is take your plastic canvas and measure. So you want to cut out a circle in your plastic canvas the same size as your inner circle on your wreath form. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but pretty close. Then you're going to take your pipe cleaners in the circle you made and attach it to your wreath form in 4 places. That'll keep it on there nice and sturdy, and this is what we're going to use to do the middle of your flower. And that's going to all attach to your plastic canvas. Once that's done, you're going to start cutting your 10-inch mesh. This is going to take a little bit more than 1 roll of 10-inch mesh. And you want to cut 10-inch pieces. And just lay it out, measure 10 inches, and cut. You're going to need a whole bunch of 10-inch. And then for the middle, we'll do the 6-inch. So once you have your pieces cut, you're going to have a whole bunch of 10-inch pieces. You're going to unroll it. I'm just going to move this because I think you can see better. And lay it down. You're going to take one corner and bring it to the middle. Take the opposite corner and bring it to the middle. So now you have it folded this way. Then you're going to take and bunch and bunch and bunch and bunch and bunch in the middle. So now you almost have like a little bow. You're going to take your bow and fold it almost in half. So one piece overlaps the other. And that's how we get our flower petals. This is one of the reasons I like the pipe cleaners as opposed to the zip ties, because now I'm going to take my zip tie and I'm going to go about 1.5 inches or so up and close and twist. Now with the pipe cleaners, I can make a whole bunch of flower petals all at once and let them sit. If you're going to do this with your zip ties, you're going to need to attach right away. So again, we're going to go from the one corner in, the other corner in, scrunch it in the middle, fold it over, and with your zip ties, you can only use the zip tie once. So you're going to put it about 1.5 inches up, and then attach it right away to your wreath frame. Your first piece that you attach, you're going to want to find a crossbar, which is these bars here, and you're going to want to make sure one of the parts of the zip tie go on one side of that crossbar and the other one goes on the other so that it's real secure in that spot. We're going to fill the middle ring and the inner ring. You don't need to worry about filling your outer ring unless you want a really wide wreath. So then you're going to just close it in the back and pull as tight as you can. Then you cut off the extra here. Okay. So you're going to keep doing that to make your petals all the way around the second ring. The same exact thing on the inner ring. But when you do your second row, you're going to want to put the second row of flowers in between your first row. Now on each ring, so we're going to say that this is your inner ring, this is your outer ring, and these are your crossbars. In between each set of crossbars, you're going to put 7 to 10 flower petals. Maybe 7 in the first, and then 5 or 6 on the inner ring. But usually about 7 to 10 is what makes a really good full wreath. So you're going to keep doing that all the way around to make your flower petals. And this small 8-inch wreath frame is going to make a pretty wide flower, as you can see. Okay, so once you get all of your petals done, inner ring and middle ring, we're going to work on our middles. So our middles, we're going to take our small 6-inch mesh and we're going to cut 6-inch pieces. So you're going to need, and these, we're going to make bundles of 3 pieces, 3 6-inch pieces together. If you've made wreaths with us at the Art Connection before, this is the technique we use for our Easter wreath. So you're going to take your 6-inch mesh and you're just going to roll it. So we got little curlies. I hold this in between these fingers because I need 3 of these rolls of mesh. Here, see how I'm kind of making an X here. One more roll. Now I'm going to put that this way so they're all facing a little bit different direction. Now I'm going to take a pipe cleaner. I'm going to go around and twist, and that's going to give me a little bundle of curls. That bundle of curls is what we're going to attach to the middle of our flower. Again, just stick it through a couple of the holes in your canvas and twist. Make sure you do all your petals first. This looks pretty messy just like this, but as you can see, as you start to get your flowers bundled together, they're going to get nice and full, and then your middle is going to get nice and fluffy. You're going to do the same techniques over and over again until you have a full wreath. Then you're just going to find wherever you want to put your embellishments. I don't think a flower wreath and the bows worked well together, so I used this amazing butterfly. I got it at the Dollar General. I've also seen the same types of embellishments at Dollar Tree. Again, if you got your wreath kit from us at the Lovejoy Village Art Connection, you have all the supplies you need, including an embellishment.